Hey everybody, so today's gonna be a Friday where I read an act from this book, William Shakespeare's Star Wars, that I got at Shakespeare's Globe in London, England a few years back. It's been almost 3 years since I went to London, but today I get to read another act here, so let's get to it. So it looks like today we are actually starting on Act 3. When we last met in this type of video, we were in Act 2. So let's get started on Act 3 today. We're making some way in this book. So today we're on Act 3, Scene 1. And it's a little bit of a long one, so let's get started. Scene 1, Mos Eisley on the desert planet Tatooine. Chorus. Now in her cell the princess doth remain, with hope and trouble written on her face. At times she faces torture, horrid pain. With these tools Vader seeks the rebel base, while Leia in her captive state is kept. Young Luke and Obi-Wan set on their way. Approaching town, they hope to intercept a pilot to transport them sans delay. Enter Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, C-3PO, and R2-D2 riding in land speeder. Obi-Wan. Mos Eisley spaceport, never shalt thou find a hive more rank and wretched I, and filled with villainy, so must we cautious be. Enter stormtroopers. Trooper 1. I prithee speak, how long hast thou these droids? Luke. 'Tis 3 or mayhap 4 full seasons now. Obi-Wan. We are prepared to sell them, shouldst thou wish. Chorus. Now is the force to noble purpose us, not as the Sith employing it to smite, hath through the dark side rank the force a bust. Good Obi-Wan shall use the force for right. Trooper 4. Pray show me thy papers. Obi-Wan. Nay, thou dost need not need to see his papers. Trooper 4. Nay, we do. Obi-Wan. True it is that these are not the droids for which thou searchest. Trooper 3. Aye, these are not the droids for which we search. Obi-Wan. And now the lad may go his merry way. Trooper 3. Good lad, I prithee, go thy merry way. Obi-Wan. Now get thee hence. Trooper 4. Now get thee hence. Go hence. Exeunt stormtroopers. Enter Jawas as Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, C-3PO, and R2-D2 dismount land speeder. C-3PO. Oh, how those Jawas vex me. Luke to Jawas. Get thee gone. Exeunt Jawas. Now by my troth I cannot comprehend how we those threatening stormtroopers did escape. Aye, verily, I thought our end was nigh. Obi-Wan. The Force hath mighty power over the weak and simple-minded of this universe. Luke. Dost thou believe we shall there in yon dank place discover any pilot who hath means to transport us to Alderaan? Obi-Wan. A goodly crew of freighter pilots here may oft be found, but prithee take good care, this small cantina hath an ill repute. Picture of the band there, that famous band. Luke. I find myself prepared for everything. Obi-Wan. Aside, the youth have vigor, hopefully judgment too. They enter the cantina with many beings and an innkeeper. Chorus. Now mark thee well, good viewer, what you see such varied characters are on display. For never hath there been such company as in Moss Isley gathers day by day. The creatures gather round the central bar, while hammerheads and horn monsters talk, a band composed of aliens bizarre. This is the great cantina thou must gawk. The innkeep to Luke. A word! Herein we shall not serve their kind. Thy droids, they must depart beyond these walls. Luke to the droids. Good friends, pray wait beside the speeder now, for we desire no conflict here today. C-3PO. I do with all my heart agree, dear sir. Exeunt droids. Enter Chewbacca speaking with Obi-Wan and two being speaking to Luke. Being one. Nigola de Wagi Wula Doga. Being two. I say, he liketh not thy look. Luke. Forgive me, sir. Aside. Nor do I like his face, yet do I groan. Being two. I do not like thy look, indeed. Young lad, I bite my thumb at thee. Proceed with care, for we two men are wanted by the law. I have earned plenty of death in many systems, and would gladly earn it here as well, if thou provoke me to it. Luke. Aside. I would mayhap be fearful if this man hath even shoulder height on me attend to being two. To careful shall I be, being two. Thou shalt be dead. Obi-Wan approaches. Obi-Wan. Pray peace, this little lad's not worth thy time. Now come, let us be friends, my goodly sir. Then shall we to thy health and welfare drink. Being strikes to Luke. Obi-Wan brandishes his lightsaber. Okay. And another picture here. And injuring Bean 2 and severing Bean's 1's arm. Exeunt Beans 1 and 2. Obi-Wan aside. I have no wish or purpose here to fight, yet have these drunkards left me little choice. But there is yet a lesson to be learned. This Obi-Wan, though old, hath still a gift. To Luke. Chewbacca here doth service at first mate upon a ship that may our purpose meet. Enter Han Solo, who joins Chewbacca, Obi-Wan, and Luke at table. Han Solo, at thy service, gentlemen. The great Millennium Falcon is my ship. My first mate Chewie telleth me ye seek safe passage to the system Alderaan. Obi-Wan. Aye, true, if 'tis a vessel swift of flight. Han, a vessel swift of flight, thou sayest. Hast thou not heard of the Millennium Falcon, sir? Obi-Wan, now aside. Now he shall boast, but if this ship we'd have, some boasting will endure. To Han. Nay, should I have. Han, 'tis but the ship that hath the Kessel Run accomplished in 12 parsecs, nothing more. Imperial starships have I escaped, but nothing more of that, and neither do I speak about bulk cruisers small, but vast Corellian ships, yet nothing more, no more. I shall not brag about her speed, good sir. Suffice to say, the ship shall fill thy needs. Okay, and this